What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Hattie here for those of you that don't know. Hope we are all doing well. Actually coming at you from a different location, very different to normal. I am currently in the Isle of Man. So for those of you that don't know, I have grown up visiting here for as long as I can remember. I have family here and pretty much used to come over every school holiday, every occasion and all of that stuff. And actually at the start of lockdown, so March 2020, I moved over here and I lived here for 2 years. And then I came back and I am back based in the UK now, and I have been since about April 2022. So yeah, fun fact for those of you that don't know. So if you follow me on Instagram, I occasionally pop over here, visit family, friends and everything like that. So that is exactly what I am doing this time around, just spending some time with my granddad. I am at his at the moment. So yeah, all good stuff. But yeah, other than that, let's get into today's video.
Turn up.
So first off, let's welcome my little sheep, my emotional support buddy whilst I am away. I do have another little one called Nelly, and I left her at a friend's house, so she normally comes with me everywhere, but instead we've got little sheepy, so she will be staying with me for the entire video, no doubt. But yes, where to start? Now, I don't want to be one of those influencer YouTube-y, whatever you want to call them, people that, you know, they come on to a video, be that YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and they say, you know, this isn't the type of normal video that I make, and I feel really vulnerable opening up and yada yada yada. So although this is definitely not the normal video that I do, I personally want to put it out there, and my opinion is that when it comes to creating certain content, if you are a content creator, if you publicize certain images or videos or anything like that, if you document your life, it is totally up to you as an individual what you choose to put out there. You know, no one, in my opinion, no one is forcing you to say something or do something that you don't want to do. It is entirely up to you. Therefore, this is up to me that I want to make this video. I probably wasn't going to, had it not been for something else that I'd seen the other day. And just briefly, there is a professional bodybuilder who I don't know personally, but I follow them online, and I'm not going to name names just because I don't want to. I don't feel like it's necessary. However, some of you on here who follow me probably follow them as well. However, in a nutshell, they created a video and posted it on Instagram probably about 2 days ago and said that they had slipped up on their diet. Now, as I said, they are a professional athlete. They are currently in prep. They are a set number of weeks out, very close to show, and they messed up. And it obviously wasn't deliberate, it wasn't planned, and they had created this video to say, look, this is what's happened, and I'm not kind of gonna hide away from the fact that it has happened. As I said, I don't know them personally, and the only thing that I can perceive from an outsider is that a lot of stuff has gone on in their personal life as to give reasons as to why that has happened, and created this almost like a binge, I guess, as it were. But yeah, anyway, so a little bit of a backstory is I came over on Monday, and unfortunately I had a very close relative pass away on Tuesday morning. I get why people say that they feel a little bit vulnerable doing videos like this. But yeah, so I had someone very close to me unfortunately pass away the day after I arrived. I'm not gonna go into detail with it all, but it wasn't expected as such, shall we say. Obviously, if it was, I wouldn't have come here. I came here for seeing family and other reasons, but the fact that I wasn't there is really difficult, and something that, you know, I'm still trying to get my head around, I guess, given that it was only 2 days ago. So yeah. Fair play to people that film when they go through stuff, because it's hard. It's hard, and yeah, people are going to have an opinion on me putting this video out there, but it's something that I want to do. I don't mind. Not many people see me in this way, but such is life, and emotions are completely natural and completely normal, and for certain circumstances it is inevitable. So yeah, so basically, in a nutshell, I lost someone close to me and I wasn't at home. Now, the only reason why I'm putting this out here is because it was my choice to document my life, as it were, within bodybuilding. The process of it, in particular, most recently, obviously my dieting phase, which a lot of you have been keeping up to date with, and I've been given updates and letting you know, and essentially I've been treating it like a mock prep. So with that being said, I thought it was only right to share every aspect, you know, the good, the bad, the easy, the hard, the wins, the negatives, whatever. And yeah, this is the first kind of, not lost, but the first negative thing that I've experienced within this diet phase. And, you know, it happens. Life happens, and you can't control what happens during any phase, whether that is bulking, dieting, you're going on holiday or whatever. Like, things crop up in life and you have no control over it. And yeah, essentially what happened is I'd been given the news on Tuesday morning, and relatively okay, should we say. You know, it was a shock, and I kind of thought, you know what, well, I'm just gonna do what I normally do, which is crack on with my day, take myself to the gym, focus on that, do what I need to do, and I was, yeah, okay. Next minute, Tuesday night comes around, and I guess things had still kind of been sinking in, and I was still processing things, and I'd had all my meals for the day. I'd done everything that I needed to do. I did my training, my cardio, whatever it was, and all of a sudden I was left on my own, because I'm staying with my granddad at the minute, and I had the evening to myself. And yeah, the next thing you know, just emotions got the better of me, and I ended up going for food, and that was my somewhat coping mechanism in that specific moment. Now, I have struggled with disordered eating, if you want to call it that, in the past, and that was probably started a few years ago, and I had issues with my food relationship and how I perceive food and triggers and stuff like that. And only recently have I kind of worked with my coach really, really hard to understand why I do what I do, why I go for food and different things like that. And we've got me into a really, really good positive mindset, positive outlook on things and attitude towards food in general. However, I guess that was a trigger. And yeah, I went for the food, and I didn't binge, but I definitely just had shit that I shouldn't have had, given that I was dieting. So biscuits, I think I had some mini cheddars. Basically, there wasn't really, because it's at my granddad's, that I just had whatever was sweet, or what I could just fill what seemed to be a hole with food. So if I'd gone to the shop, I would have probably got other stuff. But yeah, it was predominantly sugar-based, chocolate, biscuits, yeah. And I felt shit immediately after. Obviously, it's not something that I wanted to do, and I've been completely 100% on it this whole entire diet, which again has been going for probably, I think this is my 10th week now. So I've been dieting for 9 weeks and made really, really good progress. My attitude towards everything has been very good, not been food focused at all, obviously, until yesterday. And I checked in with my coach on Wednesday, because I normally do. So that was the following morning, and I explained, you know, this is the situation, this is what happened, told her and explained, which she knew a lot of stuff anyway. And I said, look, you know what, today's a new day, I'm just going to kind of crack on with things, start afresh, not put too much pressure on myself, and go again. The morning, absolutely fine, was back on track, went to the gym, did my cardio, felt relatively okay. I went to go and see a friend. Everything was all fine, as it were. And then the evening came again, and I got myself into this mindset, or I let myself get into this mindset that I just needed to go for food again. And it wasn't even as if I was hungry. I can't even explain it. It's a very, very strange feeling to kind of feel like you don't have control over what you're doing. And I know it sounds really stupid, and people will probably, you know, just say, well, it's willpower, you know, it's, if you don't want it, then you just tell yourself no. And to an extent, yes. But sometimes it is not that easy. And for anybody out there that does have issues around food and their food relationship, and having disordered eating or previously had an eating disorder, they will understand that it can be really fucking hard, like really, really difficult. And in that moment, I let it get the better of me. And again, I ended up going for the food and pigging out on crisps and more biscuits and toast and yeah, anything. Again, I wasn't in particularly hungry. It was just, I thought that was my coping mechanism, and I would feel better for eating something, and eating something that I enjoyed. So I guess probably if I were to guess, over the 2 days, so both nights, probably consumed an extra 5,000 calories on top of my daily food. Now, it's not a huge thing. It's not crazy. I've definitely done worse, and had a hell of a lot more and worse food previously, but nevertheless, it's still not what I wanted to do. Now, I could sit around and mope and feel guilty, and then go to the gym and do extra cardio and burn off what I've eaten, and be in this mindset of like, well, I need to punish myself because of eating over or doing this, that, and the other, when in reality, like, is that going to benefit me? No. So I just need to get back on track, refocus myself, learn that, again, this is just a period of time where it's just a challenge for me, you know, because of past experiences and past thoughts and mindsets around food. It's being brought back up again. It's difficult, can't lie. So I just need to basically get back on track. And my coach is there. She has been absolutely amazing. I cannot thank her enough. And she is the type of person that if I need to reach out, and if I'm saying like, hey, I'm gonna go for the food, like, can we just talk, whatever, you know, I know that she's there for me. And again, it might not seem like a big deal to people, but to me it is. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful to have the people who I do in my corner, in my very tight circle. So yeah, that's essentially kind of where I'm at now. Is I'm going to get back on it. I've been fine today. I think it's probably like, yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock. I've done my training. I've done most of my steps. I still need to get some more. I've been on track with food, and so far I'm feeling okay. And I'm hoping that by recording this and saying that I'm going to do it means that it's going to encourage me to actually stay on plan. I did say on my check-in, you know, I was just going to take it easy for the rest of the week and just take it day by day. But realistically, do I want to do that? No, I just want to get back into my routine. I enjoy my routine. I thrive off it, and being structured, knowing what I'm doing with my food, my training, everything like that. I enjoy it. I genuinely do. So I want to get to that point where, you know, I can just reset myself, as it were. And yeah, that's kind of like where things are at. And I wanted to explain, because I wanted to show that not everything is as it seems on the internet. You know, things go on behind closed doors that people don't want to talk about, which is completely fair enough. What is their business is their business, and if they choose to show it and share it with everyone, cool, that's down to them. But for some people, they don't want to do that, and again, respect to them. You know, you're not being told what you do and don't need to share with people. But me personally, given that I'm documenting this diet phase, I thought for me it'd only be right to explain, you know, I have slipped up and kind of, this is how we're going to go about managing it. Now, there was a lot of talk around this other person having done the same sort of video, but I know they posted it on their Instagram. I don't know if they posted it on their YouTube, but I saw it on Instagram, and there is a lot of people that I know, unfortunately, slating them to say, you know, you're a pro bodybuilder, you've let this, that and the other in your life just made you just eat food, like, and everyone has their opinion, so no doubt people have their opinion on me, saying, you know, well, it is what it is, like you don't need to kind of then go for food and whatever it might be. You know, all that matters is that I know what I'm doing, what my head is, where it's currently at, what the plans are going forward, and that I'm focusing on myself and the people that I need to be with at the moment. Like, to me, that's important. I just wanted to share and explain and give a little bit of reality to certain things. So that's where we are currently at. Now, there is still another video which I filmed last week, which has not come out yet, so I know this will probably be out before it. So yeah, that will be kind of like in a bit of a different timeline. But yeah, that is kind of where things are at. You know, I'm trying to keep my mindset going forward and not dwell on the past and what I did. Again, I just wanted to also say that I'm not going to go into details with my previous issues towards food, but I will say that I definitely have struggled a lot, really badly, surrounding coming out of my show, just reversing out of diets in general as well. And to an extent, I know how hard it is. You know, thankfully, I've not been, you know, under sort of dietitians and clinicians and things like that, where I know some people, for example, with anorexia, you know, there's a lot of serious health problems that come with eating disorders and certain eating disorders. But I just wanted to say, if anybody is out there that has struggled or is struggling, feel free to drop me a message. You know, I'll leave my Instagram, message me on there. If there's anything I can do to help, if I can just be someone there to talk to that, you know, you don't have any ties to, because you might feel, I felt embarrassed to talk to people about it, and I didn't want to speak to people at the time. However, looking back, it probably would have done me good to potentially speak to someone that I didn't know. So yeah, if there is anyone out there who is potentially struggling or going through things, then just know that my DMs are genuinely open for anybody that wishes to have a chat, if I can be of any help or just be an ear to listen, because sometimes it can actually be good, I think. But yeah, that's kind of it from little old me today. I just wanted to keep you in the loop, let you know what was going on, where things were at. Yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say now. I just feel like, yeah, it is what it is. I think that's it. I think that is everything that I wanted to say. I don't know, I feel like my head's a little bit gone. But yeah, anyway, thank you as always if you have made it to the end. I appreciate it, because this obviously is a little bit more of a personal video to me, so I do appreciate it if you have stuck around to watch the video. Normal content, shall we say, will resume when I am back home in terms of training. I've got an in-person check-in coming up with my coach, which I will be filming and giving some more further updates with regards to diet, physique, all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, general training clips and normal me videos. But yeah, I hope you guys have still enjoyed, should we say is the right word, I don't know, but enjoyed watching the video. As always, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to follow along for more, because it is really, really, really helping the channel to grow. Big up hitting 10k in like the first few months of starting YouTube. Like, it's madness to me that many people have actively chosen to follow along, so I really, really do appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, big love. Cheesy. Other than that, I will catch you guys at the next one. Needed. I don't know what I was gonna say. What the fuck was I gonna say? My mind has literally gone blank. Why do I not know how to start a video anymore? Oh. Swear to God, if that didn't record, I'm gonna be fucking fuming.